What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another Infinite Warfare video here today on the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the weaponry within Infinite Warfare, because for those that don't know, it was showcased as the cover game for July's issue of Game Informer, and with that said, we got a lot of new press here for the game, and a lot of new information coming out about it. So, this issue details Infinite Warfare's weaponry and the companies in-game that make them, as well as they interviewed Sean Byers, who is the lead weapon artist at Infinity Ward. So he gives a little bit of breakdown of what we can see in terms of this, but we're mainly going to be focusing on the kind of stuff that we can see out of the context clues, if you want to put it that way, of the manufacturers of these weapons, as well as just some of the other hints dropped throughout the entire article. So the article firstly outlines that there are more weapons than any other COD title to date, which can be taken any way. Some people like simple. I, for one, love to see a bunch of weapons. I think it keeps the game fresh at all times, so I'm all for this massive amount of weapons that we're going to be getting supposedly in Infinite Warfare. So there will be a mix of energy and ballistic weapons. A lot of the ballistic weapons playing on weapons that we already know of here, so you're going to see a lot of things that you already recognize or some futuristic variants here of those. Other than that though, there are futuristic energy weapons, so it's kind of a mix of modern and futuristic tech. But from there, they detail the weapon manufacturers in-game, something that I feel will play heavily into the campaign storyline if they're giving us backstories here to it already within it. But firstly up, we have Kendall Ballistic, who is a military-grade weapons manufacturer that primarily makes M4s and other traditional COD weaponry. So a lot of the weapons that we've seen before, the ones that you may see again here in Infinite Warfare, there's going to be those made by Kendall Ballistics. There will be recognizable weapons here with this, but the futuristic tech is of course added into it, like an M4 with OLED GPS displays on them. So a little bit of the old school mixed with the new school once again. Next up, we have Massimo, who is a Japanese company that specializes in high energy, fast firing weapons. It has the feel of traditional ballistic weapons, but it uses energy cell ammunition, which gives unusual perks to the choice. An example of this is a smart sight on the side. So if you shift your weapon, you can move from an SMG functionality to the rest of your power cell, in which you can make it a shotgun version of the weapon. After that, you can pop it out and then charge up the power cell, and then it's described as re-engineering the ammunition for it. The third manufacturer is Fujiwara, and that is another Japanese company specializing once again in energy weapons. However, these ones have a more artistic and extravagant design to them, and they are offered to the high class as expensive weaponry. So Massimo is the in-game company that produces more practical and affordable weaponry, so Fujiwara and Massimo are the kind of competitors here with each other. One of the weapons that Fujiwara offers is the MOD-2, which is an SMG that we're introduced to here within this article, and it can fire long to mid-range, and then it can rotate in on itself, break down, and then become akimbo pistols, which is a pretty interesting little feature here for this, and it's a special weapon used for engagements like breaching and clearing. The fourth company we have is EDI, which focuses on experimental weaponry, which is high quality focus of energy weapons, and it's labeled as some of the most advanced weapons available in-game, and it showcases some secret prototypes. Now, the fifth and final company we're introduced to is Atomic Dynamics, which is a prototype company specializing in raw designs with exposed capacitors and wiring, big screen presence, and experimental technology. So things like railguns and weapons that require a charge will fall in this category, but they are bigger and grittier than EDI's weapon lineup. So other than that, what else can we see in terms of weaponry? Well, there were a few things that were detailed a little bit here within this month's Game Informer issue, and of those, some things were pistols with electronically charged ammunition. There are things like massive Gatling guns, a Steel Dragon prototype, so that is the name of an actual weapon here, Steel Dragon it sounds like, and tons of weapons for every single type of loadout. It really seems like they're harping on a bunch of different weapons for absolutely any type of play style that you play. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this all falls out and how much we can see come over not only in campaign but into multiplayer as well. Other things include some cool things like a spider grenade, which will crawl along the ground and wall to find a target and then take them out. drones that are similar to the Dragonfire and Talon as well, it sounds like, in which it's going to be just unmanned but will be able to give you some cover fire, and then things like the zero gravity grenades that we saw in the campaign gameplay at E3, those things will be in there as well. So it's definitely looking very cool here for the weaponry, and we did get a little bit more detail now from Game Informer on all of this, so I'm quite intrigued as to what all we can see here with this, and I would love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Are you guys interested to see all these weapons that are coming out now for this? Because we got some clear-cut examples here for this, but we also got some good explanations as to what some weapons will be like and the classifications of them. So love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. That's where we're gonna wrap it up today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, be sure to like rating down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on that road to 40,000 subscribers, so every little bit does help and is of course greatly appreciated. But mine's been a Cola Espresso. I will see you guys later. Take care and peace.